everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It is so good to see you. Oh my goodness. I see some familiar faces. I see some new faces. This is just absolutely wonderful. I'm doing a drawing at the end of our time together. So I've got a notebook here that I'm writing all your names down. So give me just a minute because I'm doing this old school. I know that there are other ways to do this that are fancier than my way. But however, okay, we've got perfect. All right. So if anybody else comes in, we'll add them to the list. Everybody, welcome to the Q&A about AQE Foundations, Acasma Quantum Energy. It is my absolute joy to share this space with you. I am thrilled beyond thrilled. I love Acasma. I love the space of teaching. I love seeing people embrace Acasma in whatever way feels resonant for them. And it is just a joyful space. Absolutely. So, my name is Kirsten Hope, and it is so good to see you here. You are absolutely beautiful. It just looks like there's lights all over my screen as I tune in and I come into the space of you that is the space of your light. This is what Acasma does. This is what Acasma is you remembering your light. And isn't that an absolute joy? So I have put together in the chat, there is a link to AQE Foundations. So if you are thinking about taking the course or you just kind of want to check out what my offering is, you can click that link. Do it at the end of end of our time together, though, okay? I want you here for the whole time. And then I also am curious what your connection to Acasma is. I know I have some facilitators here. I have some teachers here. There are some Sacred Joy members here. There are people who are clients. There are people who don't really know what Acasma is, but maybe saw my post on Instagram or YouTube or something like that. So wherever you find yourself in that space, welcome, 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 welcome. So like I said, I'm Kirsten. I think you know that already. I am an Acasma facilitator. I'm a master teacher and a grand master Dea. What does all that mean? What it means is that I teach and impart and attune my students to Acasma Quantum Energy so that you can then take this energy and use it for your own self-healing or the healing of your family or your pets or the world or events or however you want to spread your vibrational frequency of Acasma. Because one of the things about Acasma that is so incredibly loving is while we do teach how to facilitate Acasma Quantum Energy sessions, you get to do this your way. There's no cookie cutter way to do it. The way I facilitate is different than theirs, is different from theirs. There are core spaces of an Acasma Quantum Energy session. So no matter who you receive a session from, you will receive those core spaces of healing. Absolutely. And everybody has their own flavor. And that's one of the beauties of Acasma is that we celebrate our differences. We celebrate our different vantage points, our social histories, our gifts and our talents, and we celebrate that in our facilitators too. So when I say I'm an Acasma master teacher and grandmaster Dea and all the things, what that means to you is I love Acasma. And I've been attuned to Acasma in a way that I can attune you as well. So AQE Foundations and Acasma Quantum Energy, you will see it referred to both ways. AQE, Acasma Quantum Energy, and Acasma Quantum Expansion, because when you receive an Acasma Quantum Energy session, it creates expansion. And that's actually what we are here doing on this planet, is we are expanding. And everybody's doing it in their own way, and everybody's doing it in their unique ways. Some people are doing it quickly, some people are doing it slowly, some people don't know they're doing it and they're doing it anyways. Because humanity is shifting, the Earth's frequencies are shifting, and we are shifting with her. And Acasma helps and assists you in that process. It came in 2020 via a woman named A.L. Garris, and she wrote this book. See if I can get it without the light. AQE Foundations. I will put a link to it in my follow-up email to you. And it talks all about Acasma. It actually teaches you how to facilitate sessions. What it doesn't do is it does not attune you to the frequency. But so some people are ready for the book. Some people are ready for the course. Some people are ready just to dabble and come into these Q&As and see if they get their name picked for a free session, which all of those spaces are legit, and I welcome everybody. Koseme itineakakwa. So Acasma Quantum Energy as a modality is taught via Zoom, via webinars. There are always replays available. I have people who live in other countries who really hardly ever make the lives. They take the entire class via the replays, and that is a valid space to be. AQE Foundations begins next Thursday, February 27th. It is 11 weeks long, and it goes through May 8th with graduation on the 10th. We meet once a week. I'm giving you all just the basic details now, and then we'll get into your questions. It is an 11-week course with one bonus class. And it is so much more than a modality. So let me tell you about how I found it. So I came into Acasma. I didn't really know anything about it. I had already been a professional healer for many, many years. And I just wanted a new modality. I just wanted to see what it was all about, right? I was kind of like, give me the facts. Just give me the facts. Just show me how to do it so I can go and facilitate sessions for other people. That's what I thought I was signing up for. And if that is you, if you're like, I just want to know how to do the healing, you are welcome here. Absolutely. For me, and everybody does it different, I found it to be a guiding light, a North Star. Learning Acasma, taking AQE Foundations, being in the swirl of other people who live in alignment with the principles of living in alignment with your higher flow state helped me live a life of higher alignment. If you think about it, and you know this, I know you know this, you cannot give what you don't have. Right? You can't give what you don't have. And so, does that mean you have to be perfect in order to be a facilitator? No. Acasma meets everybody exactly where they are. So it meets you where you are. As you are a facilitator, as you are facilitating sessions either for yourself or somebody else, it meets them where they are. Now you're going to hear me slip into light language. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, your dog. You need to tell us what your dog's name is. I think you have told me before, but I don't remember. But that is the cutest dog ever. I lost my train of thought because I was looking at that cute dog. I'm a dog person. Kosemi korekokoa, light language. You will hear me slip into light language periodically. A lot of Acasma facilitators do speak light language. It often activates in students and clients when they receive light language. It is not a requirement. We do encourage it. We give you little stepping stones to develop your own and to remember your own. But what light language is, it is the language of the universe. And it carries frequencies of sound and light and vibration that exist beyond our conscious comprehension. So light language is almost like a whole bunch of little doors opening to higher states of consciousness, light codes. And so when you hear me slipping into light language, what is happening is I am conveying my higher mind to your higher mind, my higher heart to your higher heart, active light codes that activate within your soul space that help you remember more of who you are. It is not translatable because it's so much bigger than what our brains can comprehend. So every single syllable, sound, breath, frequency is a little activation available. And your higher mind, your higher heart will receive what is best for you. You don't have to do anything. And if you're not interested in it, you can just set that intention. I don't really, that doesn't resonate for me. Just let it slide by. Remember, and this is true with all things Acasma, you have free will. You always have free will. And in Acasma, we respect that first and foremost. And so we are never, as facilitators, you as a facilitator, if you choose to take the course, you are never doing anything to someone, right? What we do as facilitators is and you learn this in AQE Foundations, is you are attuned to Acasma Quantum Energy frequencies and vibrations. The attuning process happens on the very first day of the very first class. And then you are able to offer that energetic frequency to yourself or to other people, and then they will receive according to their higher mind, their higher heart. So what this means is that we make the space available. Acasma is all about grounding the new earth frequencies into the human structure, assisting the body in holding more light, healing soul spaces of you or whoever you're working with. What is a soul space? A soul space is spaces of your consciousness that have split off because they were dealing with something they couldn't deal with in the moment. It could be in this lifetime, it could be in other lifetimes, it could be in parallel lifetimes, depending on your belief structure. And Acasma assists and floats healing to these soul spaces and offers them healing where they are. And once they acclimate and process that healing, they come into your wholeness. This is where we move from identifying as broken to identifying and living from our wholeness. Isn't that incredible? Sone kore sene akokoa. One of the strongest tenets of Acasma is not only does it meet you exactly where you are, but it amplifies what is right. We, as Acasma facilitators, you as a future Acasma facilitator, if that's what resonates for you, you learn, and believe me, this is one of the biggest spaces that people walk through, is you learn how to see what's right. First and foremost in you. Secondly, in your friends and family. And third, out in the world around you. Listen, we have all been living in the same soup or similar soups, right? And that cultural frequency and habituated space has been very, very good at teaching us to look for what's wrong. What's wrong in ourselves, what needs improvement, what we could do better. If you just did this, if you just did that, if you just whitened your teeth, if you just, got the job or got the partner. We are looking at you as a whole person. And what Acasma Quantum Energy does and what you are able to do for yourself and what you're able to do for other people is amplify their light. And I'm telling you, you might be the only person that they meet that does that for them. It is a massive gift. It is a massive gift. So with the course, it's an 11-week course. Like I said, we meet once a week on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 12, that's 2 p.m. Eastern time. Classes are usually, this is the first time I've taught the course over 11 weeks. I used to teach it over 9 weeks, and the classes were long. They were like an hour and a half, and that was almost too long for people. They kind of You know, how we can't sit for that long. So my goal this year, this time, is to have the classes be about an hour-ish or so. And then if we need more space, we'll throw in a new class here and there. So 11 weeks, every Thursday, replays are available. So the class spaces are the core teachings of Acasma. You're going to learn about Acasma Quantum Energy. You're going to learn about the energy keys and what they are and how they work. You are going to learn about what it means to live as an Acasma Quantum Energy facilitator. You're going to learn how to love yourself in a way that most people, I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know. I thought I knew what loving myself was, but I have learned now since coming into the space of Acasma how to truly, truly be present with myself in unyielding love, even when I am experiencing a space of discomfort or a repetitive pattern, right? It's so easy. We've been taught to beat ourselves up. We've been taught to look for what's wrong. We've been taught that the more we see what's wrong, the more we know what to fix. That is not true with the Cosmo. It is an incredibly loving space. So when we meet via Zoom, those are active learning spaces. And then, in addition to that, you will also, as a student of AQE Foundations, you will receive, I facilitate for the group and a specific Acasma Quantum Energy healing session every single week. And they are different every time for every group, no repeats. No, nothing. I'm not pulling a session from a year ago. This is specifically for the group in the AQE Foundations course. Yaseteme oreikoa. Can we just breathe? This is the space that keeps on giving. Connect with your breath. Whew, the energy is really high. My heart is pounding. I realize I'm talking a little quickly. Breathe. Breathe. Connect with your breath. That's beautiful. And maybe if it feels right to you, can you inhale? And as you exhale, let your body drop. Beautiful. We all just came back into our bodies just a little bit. Our habituated ways of being are to be in our heads, to be in our thinking mind, to make sense, to be creating a pros and cons list in all of these spaces. And what we learn and what you learn in AQE Foundations is how to be present. How to be present with your now human experience and how to be present with the quantum space of you. This is the space of you that has existed and is currently existing in multiple spaces. It's the vastness of you. So in addition to reestablishing your root lines, connecting you to new earth frequencies, activating source within your blood, in addition to healing the soul spaces that have fragmented out, you are also healing ancestral patterns, healing belief structures that aren't yours, stepping out of habituated spaces and loops. And then if those loops do come back, learning how to discern those spaces so you can shift them. I mean, this is the course that keeps on giving because there's so much you can do with it. You can take this course only for self-expansion. And we have many people here who are just like, I don't ever want to facilitate for anybody else. I just want to learn. I just want to improve my quality of life. I just want to feel more like myself. I want to feel more whole. I want to feel more love. I want to release my habituated space of judgment. I want to not be so resentful. I want to trust my intuition more. I want to heal my body. That's a great reason to take AQE Foundations. And then there are people like me who are like, I want to do it for a business or I want to do it for my family. And we cover all of those spaces in AQE Foundations. So you have these weekly healing sessions that are facilitated for you and with you in the quantum. That means it's remote healing. So the only dedicated space of Acasma Quantum Energy Foundations is the Zoom spaces, right? So you attend every Thursday at 11, or you watch the replay, however you want to do that space, totally works. And then every week I facilitate a session for the group. And you receive that healing. You can tune in multiple times and receive it over and over and over again. And in addition to that, we have attuning sessions, which are video sessions, and they're usually about 5 or 10 minutes. So you can connect in auditorily via the session notes. You can connect in visually via the attuning sessions and so forth. It is a beautiful, beautiful space of like-minded people who are lifting people up, who are steeped in positivity, not toxic positivity, right? We honor the spaces of the human expansion. We honor the spaces of the coming into the remembrance of stepping out of old programs. And sometimes that can feel a little glitchy. Acasma is here to assist you with that. Yasatene koresono okoreakakoa. So let's just breathe. And I wonder if anybody has any questions. You can put it in the chat, or you can just raise your hand and ask if you have a comment, if you have taken the course and you have a comment, or you're not quite sure if you want to take the course, you wonder if it would work for you. Feel free to chime in and share. Koseni teni tore sotora. Beautiful. Anybody have anything they want to say or share? Okay. I'm going to take a minute and make sure that I have everybody's name on the list, because at the end of our time together, we have, I'm going to be doing a drawing for a free Acasma Quantum Energy session. And I think I've got a couple more. Perfect. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what do you want to know about Acasma? What do you want to know about Acasma or AQE Foundations? We have 3 PDFs. We work with a student portal. Beautiful. Doreen, do you have a question or a comment? Awesome. Do you mind coming on screen?
I am on screen.
Hello, beautiful. It's so good to see you.
Good to be seen and not viewed. I realize it's all energy, because everything is energy. How is this different, say, from Reiki or from all the other modalities that are out there?
Oh, I love this question. Thank you for asking it. So, Acasma is, I never did actually say what Acasma is, so thank you for bringing me back to my notes. Acasma is a healing modality and an ascension modality. And so, what that means is not only does it facilitate healing for the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, but it assists the actual physical structure with activating and aligning with new earth frequencies. So one of the things that we are known for is what's called our earth or our root reconnection. And it is a core space of every Acasma session. It doesn't matter if it's your first or your 1000th. But what it does is it aligns and activates the new earth frequencies that your body already holds. Anybody who is living in a physical body, whether they're a brand new baby or they're on their way out of their physical structure, came in with new earth frequencies available to be activated. Do you need Acasma to activate those new earth frequencies? No, you don't. No, you don't. But Acasma is known for doing it and doing it quickly. And what happens when your root lines are activated with the new earth frequencies is it helps your body, it assists your body in running a faster flow state. It holds more light. And as your body adjusts to holding more light, like a faster flow state, a higher flow frequency, anything that is not in alignment with that either rises up to that faster flow state or falls away. And so I'll give you a practical example. So I've been a professional healer. I've been in the professional healing world for 23 years. I was practicing another modality for the first 19 years. And that was a beautiful modality, and we respect all modalities here. Everything is welcome. But I would find, this is my personal experience, I would find that my clients would often loop. So they would come to me for a specific reason, and they would have a session, and they would be super excited about it, and they would feel great after the session, and they would be able to hold that new alignment for a while. Some it was a couple days, some it was a couple weeks, some it was a couple months, but they would always make their way back
Mhm.
and say, I need another tune up, right? And
Mhm.
so, what Acasma does as it activates these new earth frequencies, as it establishes your root lines to align with the new earth frequencies, not the old ways that you were, it assists your body in holding those changes. And so, I still have repeat clients, but
Mhm.
they are coming back for different
Different things.
desires. Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense. The new earth energy, I'm still kind of like, I don't know. But
Mhm.
um, but again, it's energy.
It's energy, and it's a faster or a different frequency. And so
Mhm.
what we're seeing, and when we look out into the world, right, and we're seeing systems collapsing, we're seeing old structures sort of crumbling and being questioned, and new systems coming up, all of these ways we see it outside in our world as well. It's because those older, and there's nothing wrong with those olders, but they're not in alignment. They are a slower flow state. And so as these spaces of activation become available within the human, as your body is able to hold more light, the more light you hold, the more you experience optimal health for you. And that's different for everybody. I can tell you from a personal experience that I have had various physical ailments that as I continue to not only run these higher flow states, faster frequencies, and then live in alignment with that space, those old spaces of physical contraction have fallen away.
Mhm.
So it's very interesting, and it's the Earth's frequency is changing. The Earth's frequency is getting faster and faster and faster. And we can say all we want. I want to live in the 5D. I want to, I want to live in this way. I want to live in that way. And that's great. But our bodies are having a hard time catching up. And what the root reconnection process does is it helps our body catch up with what we know energetically.
I got you.
Great question. Thank you so much for asking it. Did that answer your
Yeah.
question?
It did. It did. Now, the woman who, I don't want to say invented this, or the woman who came through this, and you said it was in 2020.
2020. Mm-hmm.
Um, was it like an initiation for her? Was she taking on this journey and never these fabulous beings and blah blah blah? How did it fully come for her?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. So the person that you're talking about, her name is A.L. Garris. Her first name is Andrea. She goes by A.L. And she was a Reiki master for a
Mhm.
long time. And it's outlined better in the book, like more eloquently than I'm going to convey. I'm going to give you the
Yeah.
spark notes, I guess is what they call them now. Um, but she was facilitating sessions, and she noticed she was able to see different energetic beings coming into the room and working on her clients, and she didn't know what was happening.
I see.
And so she watched this and she observed it, and she watched and she observed it, and over the course of maybe a year or two became came to understand this was a new energetic frequency that was landing in the earth. Now, I'll tell you, Acasma has been within the realm of the earth planet since the earth began, since it
Okay.
formed. And it tried to land through humanity multiple times, but
Mhm.
humanity wasn't quite ready.
Mhm.
So it has tried to land, and it just sort of went, right? It's really interesting to me that it came in 2020 because, as we all know, everybody went internal. They went into their homes. They
Mm-hmm.
tuned the world out. Some tuned the world out, some tuned the world in. But that is when Acasma came in
Mm-hmm.
as a energetic frequency, and it anchored through Andrea. And so she was just doing these sessions. She didn't even call him Acasma at the very beginning. That came later. The name Acasma came later. But then she had people who were like, can you teach me how to do what you're doing? It's been so life changing for me. And so she started teaching and so on and so
Mm-hmm.
forth. And then it just grew and blossomed. Acasma is taught in multiple languages. It's taught all over the world. We were just at the Conscious Life Expo, which was a really fun experience.
I was
And
there.
yeah, it was standing room only for the presentations. It was just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did that answer your question?
Yeah.
What we call Andrea is the origination point. She doesn't say like I'm the lead. She's not the leader. It came through her first, and it's like dropping a rock in a still pond, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A cosmic came in, it reverberated through her being, and then it has had this beautiful ripple and radiant effect
Mm-hmm.
through Andrea. And the thing about a cosma that is so ever expanding is that yes, we teach AQE Foundations. We come from a point of view of teaching the man to fish, right? We want people to learn a cosma because we want everybody on this planet to be empowered that they are a sovereign being and they have the capacity to heal themselves in any way that they see fit, whether that includes Western medicine or not. Like, we're not anti-Western medicine, we're not anti this. We encompass it all. Everything has its place. And so, because of that,
Mm-hmm.
we offer free communities. We offer free spaces that people can join for free and experience a Cosma. Most facilitators and teachers have spaces on social media where they are sharing a Cosma, either freely or for a fee or one-on-one. There are so many ways to engage the space because humanity is ready.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody here, if you found your way here, there is a space of you that is leaning in and being like, okay, well, what if? What could this look like for me? So I really appreciate that question. It's an important question because it speaks to the rising frequencies of the earth and of humanity that came and began in 2020. There are lots of reasons for 2020, which I won't get into, but
Mm-hmm.
one of the beautiful reasons is
Mm-hmm.
it allowed people a pause.
Mm-hmm.
And that pause was an opening,
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Did that
you.
answer your question?
It did.
Do you have
It
any
did.
others? I love your questions if you have more.
No, that's I mean, I don't think I haven't experienced a session to know how it works for
You're in
my
the right place because we're going
people.
to be doing that next. So that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Koseme sene korekoko. Thank you so much for speaking up and asking. Does anybody else have anything they want to say or share or ask? Just put your hand up. I'm just looking through. Okay. Beautiful. So I was thinking today, I realized today is 220, right? And I was in meditation and I was thinking about our time together and I was thinking about AQE Foundations and I was like, I want to offer a discount. I want to offer a discount. I'll go, well, how much should I offer? Because I've offered a discount a couple of times, but not recently. And so you all are the first to know that I'm offering a $222 discount for the course, and it is active between now and the end of 222, February 22nd. So save $222. The course runs for $1,111 with the 222. I think that makes it like 889 or something like that. Using the code LOVE222. So I'm going to, CB, would you put that in the chat? Can you chat on yours? Capital LOVE 222 for the coupon code. And that is available now, right now, and it is available through midnight of February 22nd. It has never, ever been this low priced. Okay, I've never offered it. I've never given that big of a discount. But today I woke up and I was like, all right, let's do it. So if that is intriguing to you or you have any questions about that, let me know. With that said, let me just tune in and see if there's anything else that wants to be shared. Posini sini kore kokoa. I will say this about Acasma. It is a very unique frequency. If you have made your way here, there's no accident. And I'm not saying this as pressure. I'm just acknowledging the space. There's a space of you that is like, there's something about this that's intriguing. When I signed up for AQE Foundations, I had no idea what it was. I was just like, it just felt right. Other people have their pros and cons lists and they plan for it or whatever. So you navigate the space in the way that feels resonant for you, and understand that this is in a space of opening and redirecting your flow back to your wholeness. Acasma Quantum Energy connects you to your sacred heart, to your origin point, to your I am flow. It helps you remember and activate and live from the space that exists before your life told you who you were. Before you were like, oh, I'm their daughter, I'm their son, or I am human, or my name is Mary, or I am good at this, or I'm a singer, I'm a baker, I'm a writer. All these labels, or things that maybe might not be so positive. I don't know. But any labels that people have placed on you or you have placed on yourself and identified with, Acasma connects you to the space before that. This is the you that you really truly are. This is your sovereign voice. This is your purpose. This is why you incarnated in this time. Acasma helps connect you to that. And then AQE Foundations assists you, teaches you, and guides you, and encourages you to live from that space of wholeness. Yasetene kore sotoro kokoa. The feedback I hear the most from people, from students, is that they feel so much more alive. They feel so much safer in who they are and being that space. Feedback that I get is it is so much easier for them to navigate the changes in the world. That could be changes and things that happen in their personal life and their family. They don't get so caught up and wrapped up in the drama of our external world or even their own internal world. This is what Acasma does. This is what the energy does. And then AQE Foundations assists you in living from that space of neutrality. And that is a radical act. To live in a space of neutrality in a world that is very invested in keeping you jacked up and turned around backwards and agitated. Acasma comes in, whoosh, it's okay. We got you. You've got you. Let us show you how to have your own back. So let's move into the space of Acasma Quantum Energy. When we are done with this, I will draw a name and then we'll wrap it up. So if you have any questions or any shares, this is the time for it. Let me just check the chat. I think that's CB did that for me. Yes. So if you'd like to take the course and you want to save $222, you have between now and February 22nd, you use the code LOVE222. So capital LOVE 222 in the checkout, and you'll save $222. So for this space, kosene sene koresotoro kokoa. Nikki, do you have a question or a comment?
Oh, I thought I was unmuted.
Let me bring you on. You are unmuted now. Hello, beautiful. It's so good to see
Hi,
you.
Hi, Kirsten. First, I want to apologize. I was just coming from work, so I had to eat. I thought I was going to die. I had to eat
It's all
work all
good. It's all
day.
good.
I don't know who here has taken anything with Kirsten before or not. I'm not a paid spokesperson. Anybody who's ever seen me when I've been in a chat room with Kirsten, I praise her to the high heavens. She could be teaching and facilitating like Macarena healing energy and it would work.
Thank
It's
you.
like there's something really special and gifted about her. I knew her long before Acasma from other healing modalities. And I can tell you whatever she's called to do on this earth is magical and she's magical. So just wanted to share that. And I'm so
Thank you.
grateful that our times aligned that I could be here because I've been missing everything.
I know, and it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
for your
I,
kind words. Thank you for your kind words.
yeah.
And I will tell you what Nikki is speaking of is first of all, thank you. I receive your kind words. I receive them deep within my heart space. Thank you. And number one, the glory you see in me is a reflection of you. You know this, Nikki. You know this. And there is nothing I am doing that everybody here can't already do. This is Acasma. This is what we teach in AQE Foundations. We have facilitators here, we have teachers, we have people who are just kind of exploring what Acasma is. It is available to everybody, and it's a joy to see that space come alive and be remembered. So thank you for those words. I appreciate you so much, and it's so good to see you. Anything else you want to say or share? Okay, beautiful.
I
CB,
see.
I see you.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. There you are. Hello, beautiful.
Hi. Um, I just wanted to come on and say for anybody that is considering one of the things, so I took the original course when you taught it originally, and one of the things that drew me to it was knowing that you offer, once you take it and have gone through the coursework, every time that you do offer it again, we can retake it for no additional cost. And that has been huge for me. I'm a slow learner. And it's not actually that I'm a slow learner. I'm just a different space of myself each time. And when I took it the first time, I loved it and I gleaned what I gleaned. And then the next time, it was just even more. And I am so excited for this time because when I first took it and I read Andrea's book, I read it and I was able to take in what I could take in, and I enjoyed it greatly. And I was blessed to be able to travel with the team to go to the LA Expo recently, and so I reread the book before going, and I'm just like, it has hit me completely, beautifully differently, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So I'm on all new fire to retake the course from this new place that I am in myself. And but being able to take it again at any time when you offer it for no additional fee is huge. It's unheard of. So I just
Mhm.
wanted anyone that was considering doing it to keep that in mind, especially if you hit, I mean, 11 weeks can be a lot of life happens in your 11 weeks, and things can happen like in the middle of it, and you end up missing a few weeks of in person and you're watching the replays or whatever, but you're like, don't worry about it. You can obviously watch the replays again and again, but you can take the course again later.
Mhm.
And so anyway, I just wanted to put those 2 cents. And did I put the code in
You did.
all
It's
caps?
perfect.
Love. Okay, perfect.
Yes, love
So
222.
thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you for bringing that up. I do offer, I last year I taught AQE Foundations 3 times. This year I'm teaching it, I believe, 2 times. And every time I teach it, what CB has said is exactly right. Anybody who's taken my AQE course is invited to take my course again as many times as you want. This is what I offer. I think I'm the only teacher that offers that at this point. Not to toot my own horn, that's just how it works. Other teachers have other additional spaces that are just as brilliant. But what I love about having return students come in is that every time you receive a Acasma, whether it is a session like we're going to do tonight, or you're taking a class, you take it, it's exactly what CB said. You take in what you're ready for. You take in what is available. And then that shifts you. You shift you within that space of you. And then you kind of vibe at that space for a while, right? And then you have another session and you listen to the session again, and you listen to the class again, and you take the course again, and you are now a new person. You're a completely different person now than you were last week. You will be a different person at the end of our time together than you were at the beginning, because you've had a different experience. And so when you retake the course for free, you take it in at a completely different level. So CB mentioned the book, and thank you, CB, for saying that. I showed you the book at the beginning. You can get it on Amazon. It is not required for the course. We have pulled out the key components of that book, and they're available in a PDF form in the student portal. So there's not an additional cost. You don't have to have the book as an AQE student. You can, but we provide everything you need. We provide all the music you need to listen to. We provide additional meditation. So there are music links to listen to. They're embedded with the Acasma frequencies that you can listen to as often as you'd want. I often listen to them when I go to bed at night. There are movement videos, yogic practices. There are additional meditations. There are the PDFs. There are, of course, the class spaces, and there are the group session spaces and the attuning videos. It is a very robust course, and you get to do this at your own pace and frequency. I have had people who took the course, and then, like what CB said, life happened in the middle, and they were like, I'm so behind, I'm maxed out, I cannot finish this course. And I'm like, that's okay. Number one, you have access to the student portal. Those replays aren't going anywhere. So if you need to take a break, if you need to slow it down, stretch it out, and come back and engage the space later on, you're absolutely welcome to do that. And if you are like, I don't want to do that by myself, I want to take the class live, you can do that as well the next time it comes around. So thank you for bringing that in. Madeline said, so curious and looking forward to feel my new me. Thank you for giving me the chance to participate again. So grateful for this space. Madeline, thank you. Madeline she graduated from our last AQE Foundations course that I taught in the fall, and she'll be joining us again this time in the winter and the spring. So good to see you. So let's get some Acasma going. So go ahead and close your eyes if you'd like, if that feels resonant for you. You don't have to. You can have your camera on or off. You can lie down. You can sit up. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And that statement, there's no right or wrong way to do this, is applicable to everything having to do with the Acasma. There's no right or wrong way to engage the course. There's no right or wrong way to receive the session. In fact, there's no right or wrong way to facilitate a session. We meet you in love in all spaces of you. Breathe. Connect with your breath. You will hear me move into light language. There will be silences. You have not lost your connection. Breathe, connect with your breath, feel your heart space, and you just might want to, since we've kind of been all up in our heads, drop into your heart, please. Drop into your heart. That's right. Beautiful. Breathe. Allow the space. You are safe. Remember, I'm not doing anything to you. I am simply allowing and making it available for you to receive in the way that suits you best. Breathe. Breathe. Allow the space. Sotene karea satana sotoro kokoashe. Seme tore kokoa. Breathe. Beautiful. There's a beautiful wave of energy that is moving through the heart center. Just allow the space. That's right. Allow the space. This is assisting you in coming into your heart. This is assisting you in coming into the body. Pesosane pata nasara le kokoa. If you could put your attention at the bottom of your feet, please. That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Your body knows exactly what to do. It came here for this right now, today. This might be why you're here, just to receive the session, and that's a valid space. We honor you. Breathe. And we're going to go into one of the core spaces of an Acasma session. You heard me talk about this earlier. It's called the root reconnection. We also call this the earth reconnection. This is a reconnection of your energetic root lines to the new earth frequencies. This is an assist. And if you'd like, you can put your attention at your root center, the base of your spine, and see that lit up in golden white light. And then allow and follow and intend or see or sense, or however you do it, that light traveling down your legs, thick and robust. Breathe. And that light is so beautiful and it's so radiant. It is warm like honey. Allow it. Allow the space. It travels down through your legs and your knees, soothing the senses and the spaces, the frayed edges of the nervous system, coming down your legs, down through your ankles and your feet. Just follow it, intend it, see it, sense it. And if you're getting sleepy, that's okay too. Just allow. Breathe. Beautiful anchoring, beautiful. And the light travels down from the bottoms of your feet, down into the earth, down through the various layers of the earth's crust, the earth's mantle, through the aquifers, through the crystal caves. Breathe. You're doing it. Just breathe. Let this be easy. And those root lines travel deep within the core of the earth. And as they do, this energy, this new earth energy, travels back up those root lines. Follow it with me. Follow it with me. All the way up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your legs, as your light shaft illuminates. Beautiful anchoring. So what you just did was you activated your root lines. You did that. I made it available. You said yes. Your body was like, yes, please. For some of you, it was like you had been thirsty. And what you just did, what you allowed, what you said yes to, was like a big drink of beautiful, nice, ice cold water, replenishing of the soul. As source frequency activates throughout your blood, just allow the space. Connecting you with your soul's purpose, activating RNA and DNA, allowing and assisting your body in holding and running more light frequencies. This means that as you heal, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, situational, environmental, as you shift those spaces of you to live in alignment with your highest flow state, because of your root lines, because of what you just allowed, you are able to hold that new state of being. And then you get to live from that state. Breathe. Just allow. Just allow. And our soul reconnection, this is what I was sharing with you about. If there are any spaces, soul spaces, spaces of your personality, spaces of your lived experience, this lifetime or any other lifetime, that have fragmented out because they were too overwhelmed to deal with what was happening. We don't get into the nitty-gritty, but we do offer healing. We do offer love. We do offer the warm embrace of Mother and Divine. Breathe. Just breathe. Nothing for you to do. This is a space where it is assisting you in leaving old repetitive thought patterns. I'm seeing somebody, there's like old belief structures that weren't even yours. that you were having a hard time shaking. I'm seeing them falling off your back like little pebbles. Breathe. Beautiful anchoring. Just allow the space. Somebody's connection to money and finance just received a blessing and a shift of frequency. Yaseteni kareakokoa, a blossoming of sorts. Just allow the space. Susone sana satana yakokoa. Breathe. Beautiful. As we bless and align you with your I am flow, this is you connecting to your origin point, your original blueprint, your original space of unencumbered expansion. Just allow that space. This is you remembering actually who you are, the truth, your divine truth, not your earthly truth, not your personality truth, not your family truth, not your belief structure truth, the actual truth of your vibrational frequency that you came here to anchor into humanity because humanity needs your exact signature. This is your activation. Just allow the space and breathe. Beautiful. Allow. Excellent. Somebody's clearing through the solar plexus, energy expanding through the solar plexus. There is a space of you that is making this healing available just through your presence for your family line. All the way back. Siblings, if you have them. Cousins, if you have them. Children and grandchildren, if you have them. Your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, all the way back and back and back and back and back and back and back. Just allow the space. It's allowing that sovereign voice to reverberate with glory and freedom. Breathe. Allow the space. That is beautiful. I can hear your soul song rising. Just allow the space. Your field and shield of love is activated and blessed. This offers you a space of protection. It's an impenetrable field of light and love. Protection when you need it, love when you feel safe. Just allow. Breathe. Peace and balance anchoring through the mind and the throat. Blessing your thought patterns, blessing your neural pathways. Just allow the space. Addictive thought patterns are reorienting, and for some of you, for one of you, for many of you, those thought patterns that you've been running unconsciously are like dissolving. What I'm seeing is almost like a cloud that just sort of disappears, melts away. Breathe. And I'm seeing these threads and these lines where there is a space of energy that is recalibrating and shifting and releasing that was associated to that thought pattern. And as that thought pattern released, the density in the body released as well. And that makes space. And I'm seeing these little pockets of light light up as that space became available. Breathe. That is beautiful. You're doing it. Just breathe. And your beautiful throat center opening to assimilate the changes of you, helping you and assisting you in speaking your sovereign truth. Hand portals are activating. You have healing codes in the palms of your hand. Just breathe. Allow the space. Beautiful feet portals opening. Just allow. And the waters of your body are blessed. We are made up of so much water and light. We've already addressed the light. Now we get to address the waters of the body. Can you entertain the thought that you are blessing the waters of your body? just by your breath, just by your flow of the I am, just by the activation and anchoring of your root lines, just by the anchoring of your wholeness. You don't have to do anything different. You don't have to be anything different. You're exactly perfect, exactly as you are. Just allow the space. We, meaning we, Kirsten, my team of light, the Acasma team of light, witnesses your glory, holds the space as your magnificence rises, as you live from the space of your wholeness and your glory and your light. Breathe. Somebody's clearing some density through the pelvis. The sacral center. There's a healing of light rippling throughout the, I don't have the word for it, the reproductive organs. Just breathe. Allow the breath. Somebody here has been struggling with some constipation or bowel issues. That is receiving a healing. You are healing that space. Just allow. Beautiful. Sinuses clearing. Just allow. And we seal this space in alignment with the highest degree of love, the highest degree of reverence, the highest degree of acknowledgement for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you will be, because all of those spaces exist in this now. Just breathe. Allow the space. And when you feel ready, you can come back to the call. You're going to hear me ripping paper. And as I rip that paper, you can allow that sound to kind of bring you back into this now. And as you open your eyes and you come back into the physical world, coming back into your body, back into your now, can you allow that space to be different? Can you allow your newness to be different? Can you allow your light to shine? So seme sene tore kakoa, nane so tore kake, shenimia sete, tone isetu. I have one more here to do. All right, so I've got all these names for everybody who is here. Let me make sure. Yeah, I did. I got it. As you can see, I'll show you. Here's all the little teeny pieces of paper with everybody's names. CB said that was beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. It was a co-creative experience. This is what we do with Acasma, is it is a co-creative experience. My higher heart with your higher heart, my higher mind with your higher mind. And then we have the connection point, and it's like an extension cord, right? And that connection point is Acasma. This is the connection point. All right, you ready? Who's going to win? Who's going to win the one-on-one session with me? It is CB. CB, you won the one-on-one session. So I will reach out to you via email to let you know how to redeem that. I want to do one more, though. Let's do one more, just for the fun of it. Let's see, who is it going to be? It's okay for you to be like, me, right? That's okay. Yes, right? I know. Doreen? I got that right. Doreen, congratulations. I don't know. Do I have your email address? You'll have to let me know.
I believe so. I mean,
okay. I'm going to put my email address here. My email is kirsten@kirstenhope.com. If you could email me, and that way I can let you know. Congratulations, CB and Doreen. That is wonderful. Congratulations. I will let you know how to redeem that session. So, in a recap, AQE Foundations begins next Thursday. It is taught via Zoom. Replays are available. You do not have to be there for every class. Again, I have people that have never attended a live class. And you have the code of capital LOVE, love 222 at checkout to save $222 between now and midnight of 222. I have never offered that big of a discount, and I am so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. And for anybody who's watching this who has already paid the full price, I will give you a refund of 222. So anybody who's like, wait a minute, I guess I shouldn't have registered early. No, 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 no. That's not how we do things here. We give to one, we give to all. Sene tore kakoa. So if that is you, just rest assured, I will email you and we'll figure out how to make that happen. So I love you all so much. Does anybody have any feedback or any questions about the session, about Acasma, AQE Foundations, about me, anything at all? There's no question too big or too small for this space. All right. I am looking. I do not see any hands. All right. Madeline, do you have a question or you're just doing the heart because you're sending love?
Both.
Okay, great. Let me bring you on. Beautiful. Hello, beautiful.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm not surprised. I feel it's interesting as much as I am changing, I'm a new space. I feel that you are changing too, and you are in a new space. And even your light language is a little bit different, and I love it. It's so
Thank you.
amazing because I think it feels like you are reflecting ourselves, or we are growing in this new space all together. So yeah, that was amazing. Thank you.
I love that. Thank you for that feedback and thank you for witnessing my growth and expansion. You know, we talk a lot in Acasma about expansion. I said at the very beginning, this is what we're here on earth to do. We came in, we were birthed, we were squeezed down the birth canal or C-section, however you were born. And you came here to expand and to expand. And we brought ourselves into a world that taught us contraction, right? This is what the world has taught us to contract, and that's where we find our safety. But the reality is that we find our safety and we find our glory and we find our sovereignty in the space of expansion. And this is what Acasma is for. Either in a session space or a foundational space, or if you're taking the course, however you choose to engage the space, Acasma meets you exactly there. So thank you, Madeline, for your kind words. And it is always and ever evolving. And so that's also why I offer and I invite people to take the class again, because every time I teach it, just like you're new, so am I. I'm going to say things different. I'm going to have different examples, different light language, different session spaces. Acasma is changing and growing. And if you are here and you've stayed here this long, I commend you because this is the space that you've said yes to. So if you are thinking about taking AQE Foundations and you're on the fence at all, and you're just like, I don't know, I don't know, please reach out. We'll jump on Zoom or a phone call or we'll have an email exchange. My goal, my intention is the same with AQE Foundations as it was when I traveled to California for the LA Expo, and that is to share Acasma with the world and to teach you how you can be this space, not only for yourself, but for the people that are important to you. It is easy to learn. It is easy to manifest, and it only offers you spaces of expansion. So I love you all so much. Thank you for your open hearts, for your open minds. Sotekene torekakoa. Thank you for all of the comments in the chat. Those are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. If you won the free session, please reach out to me via email so I can make sure I'm emailing the right. I have people in my email list that have the same names. So I want to make sure I'm emailing the right person. And if you are like me and you hang up, and as soon as you hang up, a question pops up in your head that you're like, oh, why didn't I ask that? just email me. You have my email, Kirsten@KirstenHope.com. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for your participation. Love you, love you, love you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.